Hello, collective. Come on in here, collective, and come and get these messages. I hope you guys are having a good week, okay? Spirit protect me and the collective as I do their readings. Let them get the accurate messages that they need to give them guidance and strength. I pray. Amen. Welcome to Divine Spiritual Tarot. So let's see what's coming in for you guys here. We have here reaching for the moon, go for it. So y'all can be reaching for the moon and going for something here. Okay. We also have here healing moon, seeking healing. So a lot of you guys could be going for seeking healing at this time. Okay. Okay, collective. Let's see. Let's go. Alright, Spirit. I'm going. Oh, let me stop. Spirit. What they need to know here. We got the past. It's connected to the past. And it has something to do with that here. The dark moon, the past. And it has something to do with the past is enchanting with this moonlight. They enchant the past because it has something to do with somebody here took the lead, or somebody who's trying to take the lead here, the past, but it has something to do with taking the lead here, and it has something to do with the yinger. So this yinger, this maximum energy here, can be trying to take the lead here, but somebody here, this maximum energy here, is messing with someone here that's a chanter in the past. This maximum energy. And it has something to do with that her. It has something to do with beginnings. And it has something to do with beginnings her. And it has something to do with intuitive. So somebody here that had a third eye here that's intuitive had a beginning with this maximum her that act like he was taking the lead. This maximum energy her that thought he was taking the lead. Someone had a new beginning. These are two of the people had a new beginning with this person. And this maximum energy here is taking the lead with someone here in the past that's a chanter. These are facts. And it has something to do with that here. And it has something to do with celebrations. And it has something to do with take a breather. Somebody heard for to take a breather here. Because it has something to do with someone here can be seeking healing at this time. Or someone here go have to. Because it has something to do with that here. Somebody need to seek healing so they can be focused here. And they need to avoid the drama. Oh, you played around her. That's why I was telling you. You played around her. Whatever this is, it's playing around. And it has something to do with that her. That's what's going on here. So we got the past. Okay. So this got something to do with a person. These are chanters that's in the past. Yeah, these are chanters in the past. Spirit want me to put them on out there too. I'm saying because it got something to do with business Venus. So this got something to do with businesses and Venus energy here. Businesses and Venus energy, and it has something to do with the divine helper and expose. So somebody here is being exposed her with the divine helper because it has something to do with that her. So we have her, someone her. You see this person making a handshake her with this Venus off of her, and it has something to do with that her, and it has something to do with the divine helpers and someone has being exposed, because it has something to do with they finna go through a healing here. Spirit is with this person, even though this enchanting person did this to this person. I went through it. I went through the same thing. I went back to my lover, and my lover was giving my money to somebody else that was a toxic person. I went through that. That's why I have to, expose things, because I went through those things. I went through that pathway. And a dark witch did this to me. And a dark witch also did magic on me. And she did magic on me, and she messed up my hands. See how my hands is right here? Somebody here trying to do magic. A black witch, a dark witch did magic on me on my hands. She didn't want me to be a reader or none of that stuff. Yeah. Now y'all know the story of my story. A dark witch did this. That was my lover ex. Did black magic on me. And I'm a Sagittarius. Now you know the story. Now you know my testimony. And now to this point, she messed up my hands so bad, but I still can do readings. But she messed up my hands. I can't even open these hands because of what she did. By doing black magic on me. She tried to do magic. And now I can protect myself, though. I know how to protect myself now. But it's real facts. People will do black magic on you. It's real facts. I went through this. That's why I have to expose people like this. Because I went through it. I went through a black witch that did magic on me and took my money, and I thought my love occurred about me, and he gave my money to a dark witch and doing all that. I went through those things. It has something to do with expose. Preparedness and nurturing spirit. And it has something to do with new beginnings. So it has something to do with preparing and new beginnings here with nurturing spirit. Somebody heard it got something to do with the divine father. And it has something to do with the divine father here and nurturing spirits, and also the divine father here and preparing for a new beginning. It has something to do with deception here, the guardian angel, and also the life force of and deception her. So someone could be a life force her, and it has something to do with that her. And it has something to do with somebody here being exposed. Because somebody here is deceptive. Life force her and exposed. Somebody here is deceptive her with this life force. Somebody here is wearing a mask. You see these people that's wearing a mask here, and it has something to do with that here. And the divine father here is preparing for a new beginning. The divine father know somebody here that is in life force is deceptive for the divine father notice. And it has something to do with that here. Healing guided as well as survival here. And it got something to do with the business Venus energy here and survival with a lot of shorts here. And it has something to do with that here. But something finna be a death core here, because the guardian angels is her. It's finna be a death core here. And it has something to do with that here, because it has something to do with the physical body and Gaia. It has something to do with the physical body and Gaia. Somebody here has a life force with somebody here that's deceptive. And it has something to do with that here. And the divine father here is preparing and know. Yeah, somebody here play with the divine father here, man. That's what they play with her. I told you, the divine father see everything. Yeah. Somebody here can be, the divine father is preparing with this person, but the divine father knows somebody here is with somebody here that's deceptive. Yeah, I told you that. So we got the divine father here. So we have the past here and new beginnings. So it has something to do with they want the divine father here to be in the past. Or it has something to do with that her this enchanter that thought she was doing something here. It's gonna get served for playing with the divine father. Yeah. So while you're playing around her by playing with these divine maximums energies, man. They want to sit around and keep playing with these divine maximums like they boo-boo the fool. Yeah, okay. It got something to do with somebody here finna be angry. They finna be angry here. And you know why they finna be angry? Because it got something to do with somebody here saying sorry, or somebody saying sorry to somebody here. That's why somebody here angry. Because they said sorry to somebody here. And it has something to do with that here. These alchemists said sorry to somebody and then gave their stuff to this enchanter. Yeah, okay. I study her. I already know what they about. I study dark, divine feminines. That's what I study. Because I've been through one of them that did that to me. Not one of them, but multiple of them that did this to me. Dark enchanters, they call them. Disturbed feminines. And it has something to do with that karmics. Y'all be thinking these karmics ain't powerful. These karmics is powerful. And they can do magic on you. Real talk. Showed you my hand. 5D dimension. I told you this enchanter is connected with somebody here that's in the 5D dimension. This enchanter. And it has something to do with that her. And it has something to do with smiling. Somebody here gave this enchanter power. And this person is in a 5D dimension. And it has something to do with that her. And somebody here is smiling. And it has something to do with somebody here blame. But somebody here need to blame this person that got a third eye. These people that got a third eye. Y'all let a enchanter in the 5D dimension. Now y'all know what y'all dealing with. Y'all let an enchanter into the 5D dimension because you wanted to give your power to your divine maximum they gave to a enchanter her. Wake up! Wake up! And it has something to do with that her. And it got something to do with y'all finna be waiting down with this person. Y'all waiting down her. The ones that got a third eye. Because it has something to do with this person is cheating on y'all. Y'all let this person in the 5D dimension, man. Come on, readers. Come on, healers, man. Wake up. And it has something to do with that. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. I'm a prime example. You see my hand. I can't even move my hand because a black witch did this. A dark witch did this in my hand. Hated on me because I was a cold reader. I was a good psychic, a good seer. And she sat around and did this magic on my hands. And I still, Spirit and God gave me the strength to still get readings out for my viewers so they can be healed. And so they can be going through shadow work. So they can be connected to the divine. It still didn't stop nothing. I'm telling you, man. Y'all don't even know what y'all dealing with out here. We in spiritual warfare. I thought somebody finna go through a loss. And it has something to do with that. These people that's in the 5D dimension finna go through a loss. Because the divine father know what they did. I told you that. These people that's in the 5D dimension finna go through a loss. And the reason why they finna go through a loss because they stringing along her. And they getting string along her. On somebody here that they had faith in, this maximum energy here they had faith in. And it has something to do with that her that's holding a grudge towards them and manipulating them. And it has something to do with that her and they manipulating them by acting like they replaceable her, or they not replaceable her. That's why somebody here smiling, this dark person. Y'all don't even know what y'all dealing with. We in 50 dimension, man. We in the doggone spiritual warfare. It's people coming out to spiritual people, powerful spiritual people. I'm one of them. I'm a spiritual person. And a dark witch came out to me. Not one, but multiple dark witches came out to me. And did magic on me. Did root work on me. My hands and my legs was messed up. And I had to heal. Because somebody did root work on me. Because I'm a cold seer. And it has something to do with that hurt. But now I can protect myself. Yeah. Y'all don't know what y'all dealing with out here, man. Don't. Y'all finna go through a loss, sir. People that's in the 50 dimension finna go through a loss. Because they let this enchanter be in, I told you, in the divine father, they had a new beginning into the past with this enchanter. And the divine father is with this person. The divine father knows what somebody did here. Read it over. Look at this. This is real facts. We in spiritual warfare. Y'all sitting around here thinking everything is a game. It's a spiritual room out here that y'all do not see. And it has something to do with that, and y'all want to sit around here, man. That's messed up. That's why the divine father shutting the door on y'all. The ones that's in this 50 dimension, they finna shut the door. The divine father finna shut the door on you. Because the divine father ain't gonna mess with enchanters and dark witches. And it has something to do with that her. See how he's shutting this door on this enchanted witch? And that's why y'all finna go through a loss. Because y'all let this person inside with this 50 dimension her. Y'all don't know, man. This is crazy. This make me mad, but I gotta get these readings out here, man. This is crazy, man. And that's why the divine father finna shut the door on y'all. Y'all can't go back trying to talk to the divine father. The divine father don't want to hear that. Because y'all right stuck into the past in the 50 dimension. I gave y'all warning on my channel. I keep telling y'all, I get messages from spirit. Y'all sitting around here, man, this make me mad. This make me mad. But I gotta get the readings out here. Alright, spirit, I'm coming. I'm coming. This is crazy. I told somebody here know somebody hidden pathway. Whoever this is knows somebody hidden pathway. And it has something to do with their hurt. And it got something to do with separation. Whoever this is, not in this pathway. And this person know what somebody did here. Told you that. What's coming in? Come through. Come through her. Come through her. It has something to do with that. It got something to do with 50 dimension and vibration, sir. Y'all gave this person that's a chancellor in the past. Y'all gave this person the 50 and also in vibration, sir. This is what y'all did. And it has something to do with that. And y'all did this vibration, sir, and fresh start with somebody here that have an ego. And y'all let this person that got an ego rise above. And it has something to do with that her. Now this person can mirror y'all. Ooh, y'all let the door into this evil witch, man. To these evil witches, dude. And it has something to do with that because I wanted to go back to the divine maximum that never went through a transformation here. I gave y'all warning on my channel. I gave y'all warning. I gave y'all warning a year ago to y'all spiritual healers here. The ones that got third eyes. I gave y'all once and you go back to your past, you getting karma. I told y'all this. I gave you warning. I gave you warning. And the divine gave me them messages to tell y'all. I told you I'm not just gifted with people with messages to the world. I'm also gifted and I know about spiritual gifted people. The reason why I know I'm an empath. I don't hang around people. I be by myself. I be around angels. I be around the spirit guides. And y'all sat around her and when they ignore signs and similarities. Y'all forgot about Oracle. The Oracle her. And y'all sitting around her and y'all throw out these tarot readings all the time. These tarot cards. These tarot cards can only tell you so much. You also gotta use Oracle. It helps you to know your signs and it helps you know signs and similarities. You can't forget about Oracle. Reading about putting out tarot reading cards that ain't, and then assuming that you know it. No, you don't. And it has something to do with that. You go on my other channel, it's called the Spiritual Light, Dark and Light Collective 101. The divine. Y'all only, for a lot of y'all readers, y'all only got a third eye. Cause y'all crown chakra up here is gone. Spirit ain't even there. And y'all crown chakra her. Y'all only have a third eye because y'all want to sit around her and let people all up in y'all energy. You can't be a spiritual worker and have a whole bunch of people in your energy. You have to protect your energy in all costs. Your energy is your temple. And it has something to do with that. Your skirt space is your temple. And y'all letting people all up in y'all skirt spaces and all type of other stuff and think you gonna get readers from the divine and think you gonna get readers from the spirit and think you gonna get readers from the goddess and the gods. You're not. Because the reason why you not, because you don't know how to protect your energy and your skirt space. And then y'all forgot about Oracle. You gotta use Oracle word. I gave y'all warning, man. This is real facts. We in spiritual warfare. These black witches is so cold. You better study them. I study them every day. I know about their moves. I know how they move. I know all that. And the reason why is because when that witch did what she did to me, she gave me power. When she did this black magic on me. Because now I'm very more cold of seeing. I can see the past. I have foresight of the past. And it has something to do with that. This witch was connected to Lily. If you read up Lily, you will know. Lily did this to me. A witch that was connected to Lily. Real facts. And I'm still moving. Told you, y'all finna go through a loss in unions. Didn't I tell you that? Because the Divine Father is shutting the door on y'all. Y'all finna go through a loss in unions. Yup. Yup. Because it got something to do with you vibrations, sir, that's in these unions. Y'all finna go through a loss. Because it got something to do with y'all got them in y'all skirt space in the community here. Y'all got them in y'all skirt space in the community here. And it has something to do with that her. And it has something to do with y'all got them in y'all skirt space in the community here. And it has something to do with that her. This person that's deceptive. And it has something to do with that her. And it has something to do with you divine feminine, sir. And it has something to do with you divine feminines think y'all got an ego. But that ego finna be dead. Because it got something to do with y'all had a fresh start with a person that got an ego her that's rising above y'all. Because y'all want to put them in your skirt space, your divine maximum. Because you love them unconditionally. It ain't that much love in the world. That black witch got a hold of these divine maximums. That's what y'all don't understand. But y'all want to sit around her and ignore the divine. Yeah, okay. That's why the divine finna shut the door on y'all, man. He definitely is. He finna shut the door on y'all. He don't want to hear nothing you gotta say. Most High, the universe, the gods, y'all sat around here crying. He took y'all out the ashes. This was a year ago. I think it was 2 years ago. He took y'all out the ashes. Y'all went back to this person. And then y'all sat around here, went through a transformation and stuff like that. Then you go back to the same person that do you wrong. Yeah, and then think God finna hurt y'all when y'all got prosperity and money coming in and everything else that God helped y'all. The Most High finna shut the door on y'all, man. Y'all don't even see it coming. With his divine Father, he finna shut the door on you. And it has something to do with that because you want to get your vibration to a chanting person. Yeah, okay. Y'all healers thought y'all was so powerful. You definitely ain't powerful than the divine. And I know doggone well I ain't powerful than the divine. That's why I'm by myself. That's why I be with the divine and my angels and be happy. That's why I listen to music and I'm good to go. And I drink my water. I end up being a reader because I'ma tell you the story. And I'ma keep telling y'all this story. A Libra helped me be a reader and helped me on my pathway. It was a Libra that was a reader that was on YouTube that helped me on my pathway. And it had something to do with that. That was 5 or 7 years ago. But I'm telling y'all, I had to learn. And that's why I told y'all sat around her with these unions and vibrations, her finna go through a loss, her, because y'all thought y'all was so powerful than the divine. You see how the divine shutting that down, y'all? Y'all forgot about the divine. Y'all forgot about the Heavenly Father. Y'all forgot about the universe. And y'all played with the universe. So now, he ain't finna hear what you gotta say. Yeah, y'all played around her. You definitely did. You definitely did. And I gave y'all warning when y'all forgot about y'all ancestors and stuff. Y'all talk about y'all divine feminines and this and that. A divine feminine can't forget about their ancestors. And then if you go on my channel with Light and Dark, you will know that. It has something to do with y'all should be studying and reading books and things like that. That's how you get knowledge and power as well. But y'all choose to want to be around low vibe energies that ain't giving you nothing. Yeah, okay. Y'all play that game if you want to. Yeah, y'all in amaze her. You definitely is. And you know why y'all in amaze her? Because it got something to do with choosing the right path for us. You choose somebody. You let somebody else choose your path. And it was a lover that didn't give a doggone care about y'all. That's... What's going on, sir? Told you. Y'all choose a selfish lover her. This person's selfish. This person don't care about nobody but they self her. And this selfish lover her is married. And it has something to do with that her. This person put y'all in a third party too. That's why y'all finna be in a maze. Because y'all choose to sit around her and give power to a chanting witch her. And this person it's in the 50 dimension. Yeah, y'all don't even know what y'all dealing with, man. This is what I'm talking about. I told y'all that. And it got something to do with resurrecting isn't dead. And it has something to do with that her. Y'all didn't end nothing with this selfish lover. You didn't end nothing with this selfish lover her. And it has something to do with that her. They end nothing with this person. And it has something to do with that her. And it has something to do with this person married. And this person acting like they want to marry you and you high vibe her. But this person got a selfish love and this person still messing with this person that's chanting her. And it has something to do with that. This person that's wanting a fake smile. And it has something to do with that her. It got something to do with long distance. This person that's long distance know this too. That's why this person that's wearing this fake smile finna be in a maze. Because this person that's long distance know about this person. Yeah. And they got something to do with somebody here finna be in a maze and they finna go through dark times her. Because somebody here finna be left in, I told you, at the altar. Yeah. It got something to do with a happy person that's acting like they having a happy life. But somebody here is with they lover her that's annoyed that's finna lead them at the altar. I told you what was going on. I told you what they finna do to y'all. Y'all better wake up, man. Y'all don't even know what y'all dealing with her. It's spiritual warfare out here. Y'all don't know what y'all dealing with her, but y'all finna see what y'all dealing with, cause it ain't nothing but fakeness. So they wanna act like they wanna marry y'all, and then they messing with a selfish love of her. Yeah, y'all better wake up, man. This is a chance to taking power over y'all, man. Look at this. This is a chance to taking power over y'all. This is a chance to her that's in the past her. That's in the 5D dimension and vibration, because y'all gave her the power to be in the 5D dimension. Man, y'all better wake up, man, because y'all want to sit around her and want to marry this person that's a selfish lover of her and thought something wasn't resurrected isn't dead. And y'all high vibe her. Yeah, the divine is like, go ahead and keep your union right here. That's why y'all finna go through a loss. And the divine is having a new beginning somewhere else. The divine father, because y'all sit around her and play with the most high. I told you that. I gave y'all warning on my channel. I gave you warning. Y'all still choosing not want to listen. Y'all want to ignore what my readers. Y'all want to ignore what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's on you. That's on you. Because guess what? Y'all gonna see when you trying to call on the Father and the Most High, he ain't trying to hear that. You gonna have to show him, not tell him. Yeah, okay. Y'all keep playing that game. Yeah, okay. We got her, want you back. Told you. Somebody wanted y'all back her, man. Y'all gave power to the wrong person, especially to this dark witcher, man. Yeah, y'all gave power to the wrong individual. Her, baby. I'ma tell you that. It got something to do with child services. Somebody here finna have child services, sir. Going to work. Somebody could be going to work here, but somebody here finna have child services. It got something to do with happy relationship. Or somebody act like they happy relationship. Or they in a happy relationship here. It got something to do with bus stop. Somebody here could be at the bus stop. It has something to do with coming and going. Somebody here be coming and going. Whoever this is. Yeah. It has something to do with somebody here got pride here too. With this higher, they got pride, whoever this is. It has something to do with their her. It has something to do with leaders. I told you, it got something to do with you leaders here. It says leaders. Number one, Sunday can be independent, but it has something to do with self-pride, ego as well. It got something to do with you leaders here that thought y'all had pride here. Y'all let a dark witch in the 5D dimension, and it has something to do with that her. Now y'all know what's going on, and it has something to do with that. It has something to do with learn the rules so you know how them to break them. This person learned the rules so they know how to break them. This person that's in the this dark witcher, yeah, it has something to do with wicked crest moon reflection and meditate. Yup. You are different. Somebody here different too. Whoever this is. I here played around her. The law of growth. When we change ourselves, our life change too. The law of growth. Yeah, it has something to do with that her. They can't meet your standards. Somebody can't even meet somebody's standards, sir. Nope. It has something to do with successful. It's coming. Somebody, I told you, some type of success is coming. And it has something to do with that. It has something to do with 1, 2, 3, 4. It says, remember of your portals. Live in yourself and let go. And it has something to do with that. Her. Yeah. Somebody played around her. Baby, you are my better half. So somebody could be saying, baby, you are my better half. It says, remember that not getting what you want is something, a wonderful shock of luck. And it has something to do with that her. Yeah. Alright guys, to a dark witcher, man. Y'all don't even know what y'all dealing with her. We in a 5D dimension. Somebody's phone is locked. So somebody here ain't gonna know what somebody got going on here. It says on the bus. Somebody here be riding the bus all the time. It has something to do with sitting, set the record straight. Somebody here for to set the record straight. And it has something to do with watch shit go down and enjoy the gossip. So whoever that's setting the record straight, they be watching shit go down and enjoy the gossip. Whoever this is. Somebody here, they choose love. And this was a no-no. Whoever this is. I told you that. You have 5 people here, don't even see it coming, man. Y'all don't even see this person. Y'all don't even see it coming, man. Y'all don't. That's why I told y'all. Resurrected is a dead. Yeah, okay. Told somebody if it get 10 assorted. And it has something to do with somebody forget Ten of Swords because of love. The Ace of Cups. Somebody here put their lover before the divine. They put their lover before God. They put their lover before the spirit. They put their lover for their spiritual guys. They put their lover for their guardian angels that help them. Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Do your thing. That's why somebody here be stuck. Why it be stuck her? You know why it be stuck her? Because it got something to do with an emperor. And it has something to do with the King of Swords. Somebody here choose their emperor. And it has something to do with that. And it got something to do with the Queen of Pentacles. Earth energy. This King of Swords mess with a straight Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. Y'all keep playing around her. I told you this. Somebody finna be stuck. It has something to do with the King of Wands. Fire energy. Yeah. And it has something to do with the Eight of Pentacles. And it got something to do with this person be working and know about relationships. I told you this person know, this King of Wands know about relationships, sir. And it has something to do with that her. This person in the Six of Wands. And it has something to do with that her. Yeah. This Emperor. Yeah. This Emperor that's in the Six of Wands here. Yeah. This King of Wands know about relationships. This why I told you this person is a female. Look at my channel. And it has something to do with that her. The Nine of Wands. Didn't I tell you? And it has something to do with the Page of Cups. And it has something to do with the Three of Pentacles. Whoever y'all working with her, y'all can be starting a relationship, but they giving y'all a flossy offer. That's why y'all finna be fighting with the Five of Swords. Y'all better be aware what y'all dealing with her, man. Y'all the Hierophant Taurus energy. Somebody play with a strong Hierophant here too. They play with God. I told you, God like this. You hear me? Somebody here play with God. They play with the Most High. And it has something to do with that her. That's why somebody here finna be in their head. And it has something to do with that her. With this Taurus energy, they play with God. And it got something to do with somebody here finna be in their head. It got something to do with the Ten of Pentacles. Families here. Legacies here. It's gonna be in their head because it got something to do with they wanted to start a new beginning here with the Fool Core. Somebody here better wake up here, man. Yeah. It got something to do with this King of Wands here. It's looking at somebody being stuck here. And this King of Wands here is close to the divine. This person is close to the divine. This King of Wands that's close to the divine in the Hierophant. And they can see somebody here stuck her. I told you that. Somebody here played around her. Somebody here trying to make it seem like this King of Wands was stuck. This King of Wands ain't stuck. This King of Wands is close to the divine and know about relationships, sir. This person is a female. And it got something to do with that. It got something to do with the Two of Cups. And it got something to do with the Ace of Swords. Y'all finna know the truth about relationships. Yeah. Give me one on the Eight of Swords. It got something to do with the Ace of Cups. Y'all stuck because of love. Yeah. And it got something to do with that. Seven of Pentacles. And it got something to do with the Chariot. It's what y'all saw in y'all season 2 with Cancer energy here. And it got something to do with this King of Wands. Know this. And it got something to do with that here. It got something to do with the King of Wands. It got something to do with the King of Swords. And it got something to do with the Two of Cups. Yeah. Give me one on this King of Wands. It has something to do with the Eight of Swords. Somebody here trying to trap a King of Wands here for love. And it has something to do with that. It has something to do with a decor here. It's a decor for them doing this to this King of Wands. Because the universe is here. And that's why somebody here for the carry burdens. Give me one on this Nine of Wands. It has something to do with this Empress. I told you this Empress is an emperor. And it has something to do with that. They wanted this Empress to be stuck. And it has something to do with this. And it has something to do with the Ace of Cups. And it got something to do with the Five of Swords. That's why somebody here finna be fighting over money here. And it has something to do with the Four of Pentacles. I told you that somebody here played with a powerful Empress that's close to the Most High. And it has something to do with that here. It got something to do with this person work with the Most High. Didn't I tell you that this Empress got something to do with you Empresses here. And it got something to do with the Empress here that work with the Most High. I'ma show it to you. It has something to do with the Page of Swords. And it got something to do with the Ten of Pentacles. Somebody here can be gossiping about the Ten of Pentacles here. But it has something to do with friends. And it has something to do with somebody's friends here finna be Three of Swords over money. Yeah, somebody here playing around her. I told you, it got something to do with somebody here finna be stuck because of love. And it has something to do with her. And the reason why they're gonna be stuck because of love, the Ace of Cups, because it has something to do with somebody here thought that they was gonna keep this King of Wands stuck because of love. Somebody was trying to have this King of Wands stuck. And it has something to do with that, trying to have this King of Wands stuck her. But this King of Wands is an Empress. That's a Nine of Wands. This King of Wands is an Empress. That's a Nine of Wands. And it has something to do with this King of Wands is an Empress. That's a Nine of Wands her. And it has something to do with this person be working with the divine. This person work with the divine. And this person is an emperor. A female emperor that works with the divine. Yeah, y'all played around her. Yeah, y'all played around her. Y'all played around her. That's why I told you that. Yeah, y'all played around. And it has something to do with her. And it has something to do with confusion. Somebody here ain't nothing but in confusion with neutron energy here and illuminations. And it has something to do with they in confusion with these love calls. I told you what y'all dealing with her, man. Y'all deal with the wrong thing. I told you this party in her and this Ace of Cups. This party in her and this Ace of Cups in love. Yeah, y'all finna be stuck her, man. Y'all don't even see it coming. And it has something to do with this person that got addictions her. They committed to this person that got addictions. Somebody here finna get abandoned. I told y'all that. Give me one on the Eight of Swords. It has something to do with somebody here finna be in pain. I told you that. Whoever that was partying her, I'ma show it to you. It has something to do with somebody here finna be in pain because somebody here was forbidden love. That's why somebody here finna be in pain because somebody here was forbidden love. And it has something to do with that. This person got a sneaky account. And this person be talking to other people here. And it has something to do with that. It got something to do with soulmate. This person be talking to a soulmate here. Or we could be talking to their soulmate here, but somebody here finna go through continuing debt in Saturn energy here with careers, with they contracts here and Saturn energy, because it has something to do with they soulmate finna go through this continuing debt in Saturn energy here. Somebody here finna go through a storm and turmoil. You know why if they go through a storm and turmoil, they finna go through this with the Four Wands in their home. Because they wanted to play with this person that says sit back and eat popcorn. That's an emperor and the empress at the same time that work with the divine. Yeah, y'all played around her. Y'all let a dark witch in the 50th dimension. Y'all don't even get. I told you, sit around and play with it if you want to. But y'all finna be stuck here for trying to keep a King of Wands stuck that works with the divine. That's a female. Yeah. Yeah, so do I told you this empress ain't dealing with this person? I told you that. That's why somebody finna go through pain because it got something to do with. Somebody here be targeting this person with desire. This dark witch know about this person that's in the 50 dimension. They be doing this on this empress. That's an emperor. I told you that. I'm an emperor and an empress. I'm a Sagittarius. And a dark witch did magic on me. And I study dark witches. And I also spirit when she did that to me and did that dark magic and stuff on me. It wasn't one witch, it was a couple of them. And they did this on me. And when they did it on me, it made me have powerful sight. So now I cannot just see people that's spiritual. Now I cannot see, I can help people that's in the world, but I can see spiritual people and whatever they going through as well. Because she did that on me. And the most divine gave me energy and power for that. And it has something to do with that her. And it has something to do with between the lines. And it has something to do with compassion. Somebody here should look between the lines. Because it has something to do with somebody here finna cut them off. They soulmate. Because this person got a sneaky account here. And somebody here is forbidden. And it has something to do with somebody here finna go through continuing debt. Yeah, they finna go through continuing debt with their soulmate. And they finna go through a storm. Because it has something to do with that her. And they home her for playing with this person. Yeah, they play with this person here. I told you that. Told you. Somebody here at work. Didn't I tell you? And it has something to do with somebody at work or this girl that do the dirty laundry here and that's in anxiety. Because it has something to do with somebody here finna be in fear with this charm. And it has something to do with that her, with this Mercury energy and messages and traveling her, and this Ace of Pentacles and new opportunities. Because it has something to do with something be frozen with these love calls. Because somebody here never went through a transformation in Pluto energy. And it has something to do with that her. That's why somebody here got a long road to be grounded. Yeah, they got a long road to be grounded because they wanted to ground and supporting it. This the mistake they made because they didn't want to give their time to the divine. They want to give their time to their unions. Yeah, okay. That's why somebody here made a big mistake because they feel treat them like a one night stand, and this Hermanus notice they be working with the divine. Yeah, y'all played around here. Yeah, y'all played around with the divine, man. Play around with the divine. Told you. Y'all finna be stuck here, man. Yeah, y'all finna be stuck here. I'ma show it to you. With this party in her, y'all finna be stuck here. With this Ace of Cups. And the reason why is because y'all thought y'all was gonna make a King of Wands her stuck. Yeah, y'all thought y'all was gonna make this King of Wands stuck. That's why. And the reason why y'all thought y'all was gonna make this King of Wands stuck, that's what it has something to do with it. That's why y'all gonna be stuck with this Ace of Cups. And it has something to do with that here because it got something to do with y'all finna go through pain and partying. Yeah. Because it has something to do with somebody who realized this. This King of Wands y'all try to do this on was an Empress. This person an Empress and an Emperor. And this person is a Nine of Wands. This person is a Nine of Wands. And this person worked with the divine. This person is an Empress and an Emperor. And it has something to do with that her. And it has something to do with this person is an Emperor and an Empress her. And it has something to do with this person realized not to be messing with nobody at this time. And it has something to do with that. That's why y'all finna go through pain. Because y'all didn't want to let go of somebody her. Y'all finna go through pain. And it has something to do with that her. Yeah, y'all played around her. I told you, y'all thought y'all was powerful than the divine. But y'all finna see, y'all wasn't powerful than the divine. Yep. It has something to do with love. This got something to do with love. Yeah. And it has something to do with this person that's a priester. Know about these gifted people. I told you that. It's a priester that know about these gifted people and love. And it has something to do with that her. I told you that. Yeah. And it has something to do with somebody here finna be angry about love. They finna be angry about love. Because it has something to do with these psychics. This psychic is finna be angry about love. And it has something to do with that hurt. Because it got something to do with these psychics in their home here. Finna be fidgety. Yeah. They finna be fidgety here. Because it has something to do with the widow. I told you they finna be sad with this widow. Because it got something to do with malice. And it got something to do with hoping. Somebody here finna be in malice and hoping her. And somebody here finna be in their thoughts. Whoever this is. Yeah. This widow here is gonna be angry. Yeah. Whoever this is. For playing around. Because I thought they was powerful than the divine her. Why is love her? Spurred. I told you somebody here. What I tell you. Somebody here finna go somebody and hide it as well as feel a gift with this love. I told you that. Because it got something to do with pictures and it got something to do with somebody knows somebody here was healed and acting like they the real deal her. Somebody here finna go through ghosted and hide it and conflict her with this love. Whoever this is. And it has something to do with that her. Yeah. Yup. That's what's finna happen. Give me one on anger. It has something to do with love that lasts. Somebody heard that thought a love that lasts, they finna ghost them her. That's why somebody heard finna be angry. Because they finna ghost this love that lasts, they thought. Yeah, I told you that. They finna ghost it. Yeah, because it got something to do with this person that do self-love her, finna see it on the phone. It got something to do with phone, text messages, as well as wanting to say, or somebody can be talking to somebody here with somebody here that do self-love. And these people that do self-love her is talking to this person that's wearing a mask. These people that do self-love her is talking to these people that's wearing a mask. Yeah. Because it got something to do with love affair. So it has something to do with somebody here that they thought was they love, last they love, they put them in a third party here. This player put them in a third party here with this hookups. And it has something to do with that here. That's why somebody here finna be a widow here with this love affair and third parties and stuff like that here. Because somebody here wanted to reconcile so bad. And it has something to do with that here. Yeah, somebody here playing around her. Because it has something to do with that. And it has something to do with scandal as well as hidden things. So somebody here who they reconcile her, they wanted to do a scandal her. Yeah. And it has something to do with that her. It has something to do with somebody here should have never contact somebody here. Because they was guided. They was guided her with faith, healing, and spiritual journey. Somebody here was on a spiritual journey. They should have never contact somebody here. These people that did self-love. Somebody here played around. Yeah, that's what's going on here, collective. We also have her high vibe people, these empresses. It got something to do with these empresses, sir. Yeah. It got something to do with these empresses, sir. Self-worth as well. And it has something to do with these empresses, sir, with this bold running. They spread more time on social media and also on people in the real life. These people that be on the phone, these empresses that be on the phone, electronics and stuff like that, her finna get served because they wanted to sit around her and give their unions and they partner something when this they divine maximums was given to a dark witch that's an enchanter. Yeah, and now she got power in the 50 dimension with vibrations. Whoever this is, and that's why the divine shutting the door on somebody here. I told somebody for being fur. Whoever this is, permanent fur. And guess what? They finna be in permanent fur with these options. Because it got something to do with this shift shifter is in a space. This shift shifter is in a space. And it has something to do with that her. This person is in a state. Then they trying to run. But trying to run her, they still ran to this person. And it has something to do with that her. These empresses did this. Yeah, these empresses ran to this person. And it has something to do with these high vibe empresses here finna be fighting. Because it has something to do with they wanted to have real love with their real love and reunions. That's why they finna be fighting. Because the reason why they finna be fighting her because it has something to do with this person still talking to somebody else her. I told you, it has to do with real love. And you see how this person, her and this person, and it's blah, 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 blah. Yeah, because it got something to do with the Godfather. And it has to do with this person, shot his shot. With this expanse milk. Yeah. Somebody here played around her, man. Yeah, I told you that. What else coming in? It has something to do with holding on to fear. Somebody here finna be holding on to fear because it got something to do with karmic Venus energies and karmics. Somebody here got a karmic tie with this karmic. And it has something to do with that here. Yeah, whoever this is that's holding on to fear, they got a karmic tie here with this boo-boo at night. And it has something to do with that her. And it has something to do with this boo-boo at night her. They got a karmic tie with this person. And it has something to do with that her. They bait this person. I told they bait these empresses. This is what they did to these empresses. Is baited them. What else coming in? It has something to do with spreading their seeds. So this person spread their seeds with everybody. And they also doing they acting like they love somebody here, but they person spread their seeds with everybody with this hot and cold. And it has something to do with that her and this dirty dancing her. With this switch brain. Woo wee, somebody here played around her. So somebody here being fair. Somebody here should have never did what they did her. I gotta go. Yeah. Somebody here finna be inferred. It's just the bottom line because it got something to do with somebody cross paths. and crossroads, and it has something to do with her, and it has something to do with somebody her cared about the past with Deja Vu. Ooh wee, somebody her should have never played with the divine her, man. It has something to do with her, and it has something to do with screenshots. Somebody here always trying to act like they look good with these screenshots, her, but it has something to do with her, with this payback and screenshots and this hustling mode they thought that they was on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, with these screenshots, somebody here got pictures of this person. They be doing they hustling mode. This person won't pay back from them. Yeah, and then I started doing that her. I told you that. And I started doing payback her, and then it's hustling mode, and somebody here acting like they in a bag. But and then I started doing that her. It got something to do with these CEOs acting like they in a bag her. But it got something to do with they crossroads. And then I started doing that her. This person was only telling them broken promises her. These influencers. They told these influencers broken promises. Ooh wee! Somebody here should have never played around with the divine. You let a straight dark witch into the 50th dimension. Yeah, but it got something to do with that. It got something to do with this person wearing this poker face her. Yeah, and it has something to do with that. Somebody here should have broke a cycle, because somebody here is an energy vampire here with this mirror. Told you they other half is mirroring them and taking these divine feminine's energies. And it has something to do with that her. Yeah, I told you that. And it has something to do with somebody who should have put up boundaries, because it got something to do with boundaries, and somebody here finna go through a divine intervention because they never went through boundaries here with this commitment issues. And it has something to do with these commitment issues. Somebody here finna go somebody here, because it got something to do with somebody here finna let somebody go, and somebody here finna let somebody go here because somebody here should have broke a cycle, and they should have broke a cycle with this energy vampire. Ooh wee, somebody played around. Somebody played around here. Told y'all. It has something to do with a father's love. This connects to the Most High. I told you, the divine father, a father's love. It has something to do with that. It has something to do with a animal kingdom. Somebody here's a shifter, whoever this is. And the father love knows somebody here's a shifter. It has something to do with the light. This connects to people that's the light. And it has something to do with that. These people that had a light had a choice. They had a choice her. And it has something to do with that her. These people that was in the light. But it has something to do with now they gonna have to breathe out her, because it has something to do with embracing the moment. They gonna have to embrace the moment that they choose. And it has something to do with that her. Because it has something to do with being proud. But it has something to do with being proud her, and the intuitive nudge and being proud. And it has something to do with that her. But it has something to do with they want to say hello to the heavens now. But it has something to do with that, with these hello to the heavens. But it has something to do with they should have been nurturing the heavens. And it has something to do with that her with a new beginning. But they didn't. Ooh, we gotta go. Bye bye.